Ashtavakra uvacha Akashavadanam toham Ghatavat prakritam jagat iti jnanam tataitasya natyago nagraho layah Mahodhadirivaham Saprapancho vichisannibhah iti jnanam tataitasya natyago nagraho layah aham sashukti sankhyaasho रूपवद्विश्वकल्पना इति ज्ञानं ततैतस्य नत्यागो नग्रहो लयः अहं वा सर्वभूतेषु सर्वभूतान्यतो मयि इति ज्ञानं तथैतस्य नत्यागो नग्रहो लयः मय्यनन्तमहाम्भोधौ विश्वपोत इतस्ततः भ्रमति स्वान्तवातेन नमाम्यस्य हिष्णुतः मय्यनन्तमहाम्भोधौ जगद्वीचिः स्वभावतः उदेतु वास्तमायातु न मे वृद्धिर्न चक्षतिः मय्यनन्तमहाम्भोधौ विश्वं नाम विकल्पनाम् अतिशान्तो निराकार एतदेवाहमास्थितः नात्मभावेषु नो भावस्तत्रानन्ते निरञ्जने इत्यसक्तो स्पृहः शान्त एतदेवाहमास्थितः अहो चिन्मात्रमेवाहम् इन्द्रजालोपमं जगत् अथो मम कथं कुत्र हेयोपादेयकल्पना Another day of silence has passed. Though you have been little loose about your silence, here and there in your kutis you start whispering. It can all be heard. It starts like this, a small thing. You wanted to know where the bucket is. So you ask. Instead of writing, you say, all right, I had to write and say, let me just whisper, where the bucket? First you show by hand, the person doesn't understand. You say, where the bucket is? And then that person says, it is outside the kuti. So you have begun by that. Now slowly, hey, what is your program? Where do you live? What do you want to do? Where do you go from here? One by one, one by one. There is a story in the school. Maybe it is an event. It so happened in the school. Teacher was having a subject. He was lecturing. And there was one boy who was not looking at the teacher, not to the board, but looking at some corner of the school wall. So suddenly teacher asked, said, how much has gone in? He said. Teacher asked. Said, the whole body has gone except the tail. The student was all the time observing a mouse entering into the hole, trying to enter to the hole. Teacher is asking some other question. Says, how much has entered in here? Student says, the whole body has gone except the tail. Answer is very relevant to the question. But has no sense, no connection. That is what is with our silence also. Little by little, little by little. Then what is the question of having silence? You are anyway whispering. Speak little louder so that the person doesn't have to strain to listen to you. At least you save that one strain of listening for someone. No. Purpose of silence is different. We need to bring 3 types of purity in our system. Purity of the body by asanas and pranayams and food and exercise and washing and all that. We are bringing purity into the body. And purity of the speech. Many of us, we think we are very cultured and civilized people, but only as long as we don't open our mouth. We open our mouth and all sorts of foul languages flow out of the mouth so easily. This is no purity of speech. Purity of speech, essential. And then purity of feelings. Sometimes you wonder why people used to go to forest and here and there to a lonely place and stay. There must be some reason, otherwise not so many people used to go into seclusion. The idea is, see, in a sangha, satsang, in a group, everyone is sitting. If one person is not feeling good, and that person's feeling goes and spreads in the whole atmosphere, it stays for a couple of minutes, few minutes, sometimes even half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. That one person's agitation, negativity goes and sweeps and remains all over. And the more the person nourishes the negativity rather than observe, if he observes, it immediately gets transformed. But if the person doesn't observe, goes on chewing that negativity, he is putting fuel. And it goes and spreads in the atmosphere. And everybody starts feeling a little funny and not good. And one person is causing this problem in the group. And if same thing happens with 4 or 5 people, and these 4 or 5 people are not feeling good, and that is it. The effect of the entire group, Sangha, is lost. So there has been the rule, one before entering into the Sangha, before coming into a commune, into a group, one has to discipline oneself. You come in the presence of the Guru, okay, Guru makes it all right, he washes your dirt off. But how long you can go on washing leather? Every time you collect, you bring more, and then you get so used to that. So many people don't want to accept anybody as students or disciples. This is the reason, because then they are another headache to not only look after their mind, and if they are not disciplined, it's like horses going in so many directions. This man is in so much trouble to trying to pull them all, make everybody happy. So it's a big work to handle one mind, handling so many minds at a time. That's why Mahavir is the name. That's the brave ones. Enlightened people are many, but being in the world and being like a Buddha or Krishna, a master, is much more, because it's something phenomenon that happens. And he is so brave that he is not afraid or shaken by the so many waves of negativity which come from all corners. Shiva, that's why Shiva is called Nilakanta. It happened when the positive and negative forces started churning the mind. What came out first was poison. Poison came out, nobody wanted to accept it. It's a beautiful story. I think I have told this before, haven't I? And then what happened? Everyone was afraid. All devas, divinity, everyone was afraid, because it's such a poison. Who wants to take that? When it came to Shiva, he just took the poison and he drank the poison. When he drank it, it stayed in his neck, and his neck became blue. So he is called Nilakanta. He became even more beautiful. It also has another symbol. If your criticism of other people is just from the throat, it is fine. If it goes little beyond, deeper, it is poisonous. You can't be just goody to people. Always say nice things. Oh, you are wonderful, you are very nice, giving smile, hypocritical. It becomes hypocrisy. You are not helping the other person grow. You are not authentic in your comment. You have to make comment. If something is wrong, say, see, you are doing this is wrong. Set it right. This you should improve. So it is fine if it comes from the throat, but if it comes from the heart, from your feelings, that is where the whole thing gets messed up. Commenting from your, criticizing from the throat, not deeper than that. Not with the force of feeling about it behind, makes all the difference. If you look back in the history, all the enlightened masters have criticized something or other. They have criticized. But this criticism is not with any ill feeling behind it. And it is very constructive. So purity of speech and purity of the feelings, emotions. Asangoham, asangoham. We are doing this for past several days. Though fewer sessions. What is it? The Sangha, the identification, becoming one with my feeling is the cause of the turbulence, turmoil, is the impurity. If sand and rice are mixed, you say it is impure. Mixture is impure. When things are separate, you say this is pure sand. You will say this is pure rice. This is pure dirt. Everything is separate in their places. That is purity. Now you and the emotions bubble up and you just see what is this emotion. All changes. Asangoham, asango. Separating myself from the emotion. First, purity of emotion. Then emotions too rise. Anger rises, greed rises, jealousy rises. Different feelings about different people arise, and they arise and move away. Just like the line on the surface of water, how long does it stay? Few seconds. Any emotion is healthy if it stays only that long. We don't say we shouldn't get anger. When Jesus got angry, didn't he? He threw everybody out of the temple. Jesus got angry. Krishna got angry once. Once he said, I am going to fight now. He had promised he will never take any weapon into his hand in the war. But he waited and waited and waited and things didn't happen. Then he said, no, I am going to take my Sudarshan Chakra. Stood. Anger in itself is not bad. Shiva got angry. He opened his third eye and just burnt that. Manmatha. But if the anger is in your mind chewing and it is like a cancer, it eats you away. Purity of emotion, very essential for yourself and for sake of everybody else. That's why is the tapas. This is called tapas, means cook, austerity. You are cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked. Cook well. Thoroughly cooked by your own thing, own emotions. It gets into a state where nothing can really shake you. You can't say, oh, you do it also for me. When your experience comes, you feel that you are experiencing. I am experiencing this. But when the doing things comes, oh, that God is doing this for me. You see? So you do this for me, you say, but then when its result, I say, I am experiencing the result. Where is this? Someone came to me the other day and said, why did this thing happen to me? Why you are doing this thing to me? I am feeling miserable. I said, who is feeling miserable? I am feeling miserable there. I am doing something and you are feeling miserable. Why such and such a person said this word to me? You are in control of everything. I said, yes, I am in control of the whole universe, no doubt. And I am in control of all the experiences. I am experiencing, enjoying in that moment as those things too. With the feeling of surrender, it is very easy. We get into this sort of idea. And so we take partial responsibility and leave partial responsibility off. I tell you, you either take total responsibility or drop the whole thing. Don't be partial, don't be in between. This is observing the emotions. These feelings are coming, whoever is experiencing it, let them experience. Intensity of feelings, emotions, observing them, offering them, surrendering them, saying, these emotions are not mine, I offered it. You see the cause of emotion to be me, but you see the experience of emotion to be yourself. Say, I am experiencing the emotion, but you are the cause of this emotion. Where if I am the cause of your emotions, I am also the experience of your emotion. That is in the right perspective of this non-doership. You are able to witness it. The mind does not go with the questions, chewing and chewing and chewing. The moment you say that I am not, this is not mine, it's happening. See this as a happening. Emotional purity happens. The moment you see the whole world as bubbles in the water, emotional purity dawns in you. In the coming age, you will see, you will be taxed. Like if you litter, you are fined $1,000 fine. You find signs all over North America, right? Where is it? Europe or North America? $1,000 or $500? $1,000 fine for littering. In the same way, in the future there will be, if you are emotionally spreading garbage around you, you will be fined. $10,000 fine for emotional pollution. That is why in satsang, through all that, laugh, play, dance, you will see that purity. You are not only purifying yourself, your emotion, but the entire environment. Because that purity in your level of emotion catches on, spreads peace all around you. Cleanliness of emotion, you call it peace. And this can only be possible if you see the world through these eyes. Through my eyes, if you see the world, that the entire world is Tarangas, Vena Budbuddha, through the eyes of Janaka, says the entire world is just bubbles on the surface of water. One consciousness manifesting itself in so many ways. Purity of emotion is achieved. And by silence, it's very much connected with the purity of speech. Polluted speech, polluted talk creates polluted emotions. Purity of speech, that's what. And hollow and empty and polishing like that. Purity of the body and the consciousness. This is tapas. In this process, whatever is happening, burn through it, live through it, cook through it. Tapo vahi dvandva sahanam. If you have not cooked, you can never experience bliss. If your mind is not matured, you can never experience your true nature. Like just born child cannot walk. It needs certain amount of physical maturity to be able to sit, and then it needs some more maturity to walk, and then it's some more maturity to understand, and then the more the child grows into an adult, more maturity, then he gets more mature, then he is capable of leading a family, more mature, capable of working and leading a family and all that. Like that body needs certain amount of maturity to perform certain acts in life. In the same way, speech and the mind need certain maturity. Turn back and see, you have spoken hours and hours and hours and hours. Maybe you might have spoken all this life, maybe several thousands of hours. 500,000-600,000 hours of talk you must have done. What is the result of all those talks? Has it brought any solace to any soul, any mind, any heart? Has it brought tranquility in anyone? Has it made any sense to, or brought any direction to any life? Thousands of hours of talk. Every speech is an impulse of energy and intelligence. Your intelligence is flowing, energy is flowing, in energy and intelligence. You are throwing the pearls, throwing so much power out of you. What has come out of them? This very body, this intelligence, this mind, this speech, so much has been given to us and we simply waste it. People who do not know if they waste, it is excusable. But people who know, who have heard, who have known at some level, if still they go on wasting like that, it is unpardonable. This is called pragyaparad. It's a great blunder. Having known, still doing the same thing. Person who does not know does something, you can't put the blame on him. He's not responsible for it because he does not know it. But one who knows and still goes on, so it's a pragyaparad, this mistake of the awareness. They need to go through tapasya, austerity, burn, hard work. Janaka was already in that state, refinement. Just a sign. Oh, started saying that. So this silence is very precious in the sense you have an austerity of the speech. Tomorrow we'll have Kashta Mauna, means very strict Mauna tomorrow. Strict silence. Absolute strict silence. No writing, no signing, nothing. But working. Not just not speaking, but mentally also. Just be with Ashtavakra the whole day tomorrow, Thursday. Sky is there, he says. Akashavad anantoham. I am infinite like the sky. Body is like the pot. Inside the pot is the hollow space, isn't it? Now when you buy a pot, for what do you pay? For the hollow space or the mud around it? What is important? Same pot is given to you as a ball. The same amount of clay or whatever, glass, a cup, a stainless steel cup. The same thing is given to you as a ball, stainless steel ball. Will it be of any use to you? Huh? But the space inside that, the hollow space inside that is what is valuable, isn't it? A house is valuable because of the space inside that is hollow. If it is all just blocks of bricks kept, there is no hollow space inside, is that of any value? You know, in this world, if there is any value, any money you pay for anything, it is for hollow and empty space. Yes, a cup, you pay for the hollow empty space inside the cup. A bucket, you pay for the hollow empty space in the bucket. Depends on the capacity, how much it can hold. A house, if it's all just not hollow inside, nobody will buy a house. House needs a door, and the doorway is hollow and empty. It's got to be, otherwise how can you go in? If there is a house without a door, it will be like Schildburgenstreich. Huh? You have heard about that? Schildburgen? Some other time. You pay for the space, hollow, empty space available to you inside a building, in a vessel, or a piece of cloth. Your pants should have holes in it. Your legs could go through it. Your shirt should have holes in it. Your arms can go through it. And that hollow, empty space is what is valuable in the world. Isn't it? If your stomach is not hollow and empty, what is the food in front of you? It may be food there, but if it's all full already, maybe very nice, very tasty food, but it has no value, no worth. because you are not hollow and empty. Now what is expensive now? Whether this stomach, which has the space, is more important, or the food that is there outside? Which is important? See? Whether the hollowness inside you is important, or the wonderful food you see outside is important. If you don't give importance to the hollow stomach, next day you are in trouble. If you eat more and more, if it's already full and you eat more, you have experienced having several mango milkshakes, those who stayed in Bangalore. Tongue says, let me have a little more. Stomach says, no, I'm full. Very valuable, the hollow, empty space, very valuable. Akashavadanantoham gatavad prakritam jagat. This whole universe is like the border, the mud that surrounds the space. Space is infinity. In the space, the world is there. In the same way, inside the consciousness, inside the mind, this body is existing. It says, oh, jumped out of his seat and says, oh, all these days I thought my mind is inside the body. Now I know the body is inside the mind. It's the other way around. And this emptiness is not just empty, it is so full also. Consciousness is so empty like the sky and so full like the ocean. Ashtavakra says it's like the sky and Janaka, and he leaves a little bit for Janaka to express. Janaka says it is also so full like an ocean. That is very beautiful. Everything is mine, all belongs to me. I am in everything, or nothing belongs to me, I am nowhere. These are the only two ways to comprehend the reality. One, nothing is mine, not even this body is mine. This body is mine, it should listen to all that I say to this. It doesn't do it, does it? If that is the case, nobody would want to grow old. All the teenage or 20s people would like to stay in 20s, would stay, stop age, don't grow. That's it. That doesn't happen. Not even this body is mine. Not even the breath. See, it goes all by itself. Heart beats by itself. Stomach digests by itself. Thoughts come by themselves. None of this is mine. Or say, everything is mine. Even the clouds will obey my order. The sun, moon, stars, the entire creation is within me. Two positions, two stands, and they simultaneously happen. If one happens, the other definitely starts happening. Aho chinmatra mevaham indra jalopamam jagat ato mama katam kutra heyo padeya kalpana. Where is the question of rejecting something and accepting something? Janaka completely lifts the veil, the idea in the minds people about renunciation. Says, what is renunciation? You don't say when you wake up in the morning, oh, I renounce my dream. Do you ever say, I renounced my dream? What is that? You have renounced your dream. Your dream is over. You woke up. It has already left you. You can't say, I have renounced yesterday. What you have renounced yesterday? It has already passed. First of all, you don't hold on to anything. You cannot hold on to anything. It's like somebody saying, there are two gentlemen. One looked at the moon and said, I have decided to buy this moon tomorrow. And the other one said, forget about it, I am not going to sell it to you. Look to something else. One says, renounce. Ashtavakra says, what you are renouncing? Do you have something to renounce? You have nothing, you possess nothing in the first place. You are insignificant in this creation. Says there is nothing to accept nor to reject. We say in the first principle, in the first days, of course, accept people as they are. If you come to Janaka, you will say, there is no people. What is that you are going to accept? He cancels the first law of the course straight away. But he can talk to only those who have already done the course. Before this won't work. Says, what is it you have to accept? Is there another being, another person? There is no second to you. It's all one consciousness, one chinmatra. The moment you see something separate, then craving, aversion, for, against, love, hate, all this duality starts. You love and then you start hating, and you crave and you are averse, and sorrow, joy, all this begins. When you see all that as part of one infinite, you are so stabilized in consciousness. That doesn't mean you are not loving. You will be so full of love, but that love will be with such a stability, royalty with it. The royalty of Janaka. It's not out of need or greed. It is that love will be out of gratitude. There is a love out of greed and need. It's immature love. But the love out of gratitude is very mature, very stable. It cannot not be blown out by some emotions here and there, some behaviors here and there, some treatments here and there. See, all our problem, oh, you didn't treat me well, and you didn't treat me well, you didn't treat me well, you should treat me well, and you should do like this, you should smile at me. You slammed the door on my face, you didn't walk with me, you didn't go to shop with me, all this sort of thing. 99% in the world, people are reeling in this mess, hanging on others' behaviors and hooking their love to others' behaviors. Isn't it? It starts in a small way. Maybe the husband had some other work to do and he didn't mention to the wife. And see, you are very secretive. You didn't tell me. You went to a movie. He suddenly felt like going to a movie. He went to a movie and the wife gets so frustrated. Gets a doubt. Starts getting doubt. See, he didn't tell me that he's going to a movie. And it happens 2, 3, 4 times. Now she is sure that he is plotting something against her. And he's tired to explain. The more you go into explanation, the more messy it becomes. Whole thing turns on to a mess. Nothing to accept, nothing to reject. This entire universe is made up of Chinmatrameta, Indrajalavat Jagat. It's all like illusions. You know, in illusion, the magicians create some illusion. Just do like this and the fire comes. And fire comes, no, like this fire. Her girl is standing and his sword is being put and she's cut and then she becomes all right. All these magicians do all that on the stage. Burn the currency note and then bring it back. Manifest things from this hand and from this hand. A kerchief is made into a pigeon. Pigeon comes out as a kerchief, handkerchief. All these sort of things. The world is like that miracle, like that illusion. Things appear and disappear and change. Whole world is like that. In the realm of consciousness. You know, like children, they go into the magic show and they get so lost into the magic show. In the same way, this whole universe is a magic show and people are lost into this magic show. Thinking this to be real. It's a magic show. Somebody comes and then they shout and they yell and then their anger comes and what is happening? Wake up and see, like bubbles, they come and cool down, then they give a big smile. It's different. The whole world is a magic show. And so many things are created here. Enough has been created, no more to create any more new miracles. The world is enough a miraculous place. There's already enough miracles happening. And you are lost enough into it. Now is the time to wake up from this. Any miracle is miracle only for few days, few moments, for some length of time. Afterwards, that becomes a concept. That becomes an accepted thing. You don't wonder how the rose has come. But if ashes comes like this, then oh, ashes. And afterwards, the ash you think is a common phenomenon. Okay, ash coming out. Or whatever other things come out. Do like this and Shivlinga comes, and do like this, some other statues come. This whole world is enough of an illusion. So Janaka says, wake up, Chinmatram. Wake into the consciousness. Don't get lost into the seeing material objective phenomenon. Some masters have some purpose in doing like that. They just want to attract people who are completely lost in elsewhere. Okay, see, even by this something, okay. But then that is nothing. It's nothing, just creating something is nothing. Everything is created out of nothing alone. And they stop doing after some time. Not everybody goes on doing it all the time. These are just a clues to see. Indrajalavat. This is, the whole thing is an illusion, magic. Don't need to get into another magic and get stuck there. Wake up and see you are Chinmatra. You are pure consciousness. With that, Janaka closes today.